At least three. How many do you have so far? One or two? Because what topics have you covered so far? What topics have you covered so far? Enlarge it first, okay? Okay. So we have here, right here, this is you decorating for Christmas, right? Okay, scroll down. And then we have Santa Claus, correct? Now, one of the things you need to do is put in your source into your paragraph here so you don't forget, okay? So places that you would need to put it would be probably here, here, and here. Three places. And it's going to look something like the author's name. You're going to start with Copilot, comma, St. Nicholas. You need to put those in quotation marks. And then probably the date, 12/25, period. And that will need to be in parentheses. Okay? Put that in there now. Okay, so what would you do for your second or your third essay in this was what I'm looking for. Research paper. You've covered decorating, you covered Santa Claus. What else could you cover about Christmas? What else could you cover? What else is there about Christmas? There's lots of things. What could you cover? You need some help? Okay. So what do you think of when you think of Christmas? But do we have snow? Oh, so if have you ever had experience with snow? Okay. So utilizing a topic that you know something about other than just watching on TV, you're going to have a better essay. The more you know about it, the better it will be. Okay? So, what is something that you have a lot of experience about with Christmas? Think about some of the things that you've done. Oh, you cook food. Have we covered food? Oh, so what do you want to cover? And what kinds of foods if you want to cover foods? Because there's a lot of different foods, or isn't there for Christmas? So when you think of Christmas, what is something you think a lot of? Or do you think of what did we make? Christmas has a lot of desserts, doesn't it? Okay, so you can get into the cookies. So I want you to do some research and see what you can come up with cookies. Because when you start an essay, do you start with always with your personal experience or with some kind of research? Okay, so where are you going to get the um was what I'm looking for? Details. Go looking for details. Go do a Google search. Okay. So what do you want to focus in on? Scroll down a little further, see what comes up other than with AI. Keep going. I would actually take some kind of, instead of doing AI, which is that up there, I would check something that's actually been published. Okay? Do you have to make cookies? Ah, so what is so one paragraph could be about what? Making cookies? Another one could be about what? Buying the cookies. Do you have to do that? No, but that's just one suggestion. Are you lost, Horace? Okay, make it bigger. So what? So desserts are what? Christmas is what? I'm going to go to the chat, okay? What? And food popular? At Christmas is what? Is desserts, right? Okay. So what you focusing right now on making recipes or What's the word I'm looking for? Buying cookies. Which one are you focusing on right now? Okay. Is that the only sweets? So think about right now, where are you at? There's nothing quite like the cookies and desserts that your grandma used to make. But there's something nostalgic about the classic treats that remind you of your Christmas past. So they're basically telling you you're focusing, this article is about making cookies, making the desserts. Okay? So if you're wanting to focus in on buying cookies, you might do a Google search for about buying cookies, buying desserts. Are you going to focus on recipes right now? Then what do you need to do? I would go do another search then and find about buying cookies. Okay, so you're going to focus in on baking right now? Now, how often have you bought cookies? Because there's different ways to buy cookies. Okay, so what article have you came up with for about buying cookies? Okay. Um, okay, this is and scroll them down a minute. Scroll down just a little bit. Unlock daily recipes. This article, is this going to be about buying cookies or making cookies? You could actually you could actually put in a search buying Christmas cookies. Scroll down, keep scrolling. Okay, scroll down. Now I want you to just scroll back up a minute. Okay, going up, looking here. You can buy cookies where? Christmas cookies can be what? Can be bought, right? That would be your topic sentence. Well, can just looking at, scroll down just a little bit. Stop right there. There is Swiss Colony, you can order them, but they're expensive. Walmart, you can buy them in person. Target, you can buy in person. Um, so scroll down just a little bit. Keep scrolling. You could actually click on the Swiss Colony right here. Okay, scroll down a minute. Scroll down. Okay, you see this Wisconsin? I would click there, or I would click on something like Swiss Colony. Okay. Just click like here on the Swiss Colony or here on the Wisconsin. Just click on one of those. Click on it. See if you can go to the website. Okay. See if you can if they have a home page. Click on holiday here. You see where it says holiday right here? I will click right here. See what happens. Okay, scroll down. Now what is something that we could say about Swiss Colony? What does Swiss Colony have? What does Swiss Colony have? Swiss Colony has what? They have what? Lots of. Do they only have one kind or lots of kinds? To what? These have to be what? If you buy them in person, you can pick them up and walk out with them, right? But if you get them from something like Amazon, they have to be what? What is the word? Ordered. Okay. I put it in the chat. I'm just trying to get your you see that? Okay. So your topic sentence would be Christmas cookies can be bought. And then you're putting in there about the Swiss colony, you can order different treats. Okay. And then here is the what's the word I'm looking for? Site information. I put that in there. I'm sorry. I didn't realize my audio was shut off. I'm sorry. Talk to me. What's going on, my friend? Are you lost? Okay. I'm going to reclaim host, okay? And I'm going to go to the whiteboard. And I'm just going to work on a pre-rate right now, okay? So one is cookies can be what? Bought, right? Okay. So what are some ways that you could do that? You could how can cookies be bought? They can be what? I'm going to put in person, right? What else can you do? Buy where? We were looking at a catalog, weren't we? So where can you buy them? Buy online, right? Or order. Okay. What is one more detail that we could do? Are they all going to be the same or are they going to be different? Or I'm just going to leave one detail there, right? Okay. So now I'm going to go to another paragraph. Cookies can be what? Made, right? So what do you have to do? Find what? Recipes? Where can you find recipes? In cookbooks? Where else? Online, right? Now, a question. Did we mix up the dough or can you cook pre-made dough? Use pre-made dough. Then what did we do? What can you do with them? What did you do with them after we baked the cookies? What did you do? Did you just eat them or did you decorate them? Okay. So something that you probably ought to do, okay, is find a place where find where you can buy the cookies. And then you can go to their websites and um the website for those stores would be your sources. Okay? So here and here, find website of places to order. Okay? And then cookies can be made. You need to find recipes. So, does your mom have any cookbooks? Okay. So, you could even put, instead of the cookbooks, you could put find recipes online. So here, you're going to need to find website for cookie recipe. Okay. Here, you're going to need to know find places to buy cookie dough. Okay. Since you've decorated cookies, do you need to cite this? Or you could find something about Christmas cookies are often decorated. You could put that. Or you can put, I decorated the cookies after I used pre-made dough and then I decorated the cookies. After they're baked, decorate the cookies. I decorated the cookies. And then your third paragraph. What could you do for your third paragraph? Okay? Do a paragraph, do an opinion paragraph. Okay? I really want you to work on just getting these two done. Okay? And the third one, you're going to need to get a detail. You can buy them in person, you can buy them online. What else can you do? Okay? Actually, all I want you to do, okay, I want you to focus in on this paragraph right here. Okay? Okay, I did something. Take a look at it, okay? I actually sent you two, but I only want you to focus in on the cookies can be made, okay? That's the only paragraph that I want you to work on, okay? Only that paragraph. We'll work on the other two paragraphs tomorrow, okay? But I want you to find a website for about making cookies because you're going to need to find you need a link for writing something about where to find recipes. Okay? Anna, what do I want you to do with that link? I'm sorry? Email me the link. Email me the link. Okay? Okay? Because if you're just saying, just find some recipes online. No, you need a site where you can find some of those recipes. Okay? Okay? Also find some places to buy cookie dough. And I can give you some hints on what to use as possible sources, okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, my friend, okay? We've gone a little longer than what we normally do. Many blessings. How many paragraphs am I looking for? One. One. Which paragraph are you supposed to focus in on? Look at your email. And I want the sources for where to buy dough and where to find the recipes. I'm looking for 2 links. Okay? I will talk to you tomorrow. Blessings.